All right, so hello and welcome to the first ever showing of the Owls Playbook, a Keene State athletics podcast hosted by sophomore broadcast journalism major, aka myself, Nate Wallenhop. The point of this show is to give student athletes, coaches, former athletes, and other people around Keene's athletic world a chance to have some time to relax and just chat about themselves and other things that may be on their minds. So with that all being said, let's get right into it. Today's episode will include a very special guest who you may often see behind the sports and rec desk, almost always rocking the Keene State quarter zips next to the coaches for the Keene State men's basketball team, and an important part of the team all around. Some of you may wonder who this person is. So answer me that question, my good man. Who are you?
My name is Nick Napolitano. Some call me Nicky Naps. Some call me my real name, but excited to be on, Nate. Appreciate you.
Absolutely, bro. It's a pleasure to have you here. I really appreciate you coming through. So let's get the simple stuff out of the way off the bat. So tell us a little about yourself, like where you're from, what class you are, what's your major, and all that basic stuff.
I'm from Methuen, Massachusetts. I'm a fifth-year senior here at Keene State, and my major is sport and rec management with minors in business management and public relations. Oh,
perfect. So any of that stuff like lead you to where you are on the team today, or you just like randomly come up with that?
Not really. Sport and rec management actually wasn't a major when I came to Keene State. It was wasn't until my sophomore year. I actually came in as a PE major, and I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I really came to Keene State focused on just becoming an aspiring basketball coach.
There you go. So this is a very, very good first step for you, huh?
100%.
Yeah. So let's see. What do you hope to one day accomplish through that major? Obviously, you said you want to be a coach. So what is your next step after that?
My life is in basketball. Basketball runs in my blood, my family. My father's a college referee. My godfather, former Division II college basketball coach. So It really runs in the family here. And so I'll graduate this spring, and I don't really know where life's going to take me. It could be a variety of things. I could end up, hopefully, if I get the opportunity at a Division I school as a graduate assistant, where I'd complete my master's degree and be a same extension of the coaching staff at an even higher level. And it's hard to get your foot in the door in Division I. So if I could do it now, it would just change my life. But then again, there's always that thought, like, coming back to Keene, helping out here, maybe being part of this program long term. You never know. I mean, there's been some changes throughout the program with Coach Kane leaving and Coach Hastings stepping up, and it's different, but it's good. I think Dave's great, and I think Ryan is a great coach, and Coach Kane's doing a great job at Johns Hopkins right now. And I will say the first thing is, for a first year college basketball head coach, Dave Hastings is doing a great job.
That's really fantastic. I'm glad to hear you say that, because that was one of my questions. I was going to ask, like, how the team's adjusting to the new switch and how everything's going on there.
Yes, so I'll be honest. I think it's hard. Mm-hmm. I mean, personnel, styles of coaching, different, just the way we operate, everything, there's differences. They're both completely two different coaches, two different styles, two different people. And I think the thing about Dave that's great is that he's a good basketball coach. And this isn't to say that Coach Kane didn't care, because Coach Kane was great. Coach Kane cared about his players so much, but Dave is just that type of guy that he just really goes the extra mile to make sure his players are okay outside of the basketball court, in the real world, trying to get them ready to have success in the real world after college. Yeah. So I think Dave is almost more like not just a basketball coach, but he's like a teacher. He's like teaching these young men and teaching myself about life.
That's fantastic. That's what you really want in a coach. That's a mentor. That's an important thing 100%. To have. So you guys are lucky, and I'm glad to hear that you enjoy him so much, and that's great to hear. That there wasn't that much, like, the switch is there, but it's nothing terrible.
We brought back most of the same guys, brought in some freshmen that are helping to contribute, and our roster has gotten shorter since the start of the year, but everything happens for a reason, and I think that our team right now is in the place that it needs to be, and our circle is so small that I don't know if anybody can break us up now, as we've gone down the road and now into our second semester here, and the way we're starting to play, and just the culture of our program, the way they treat each other, the way our coaches treat each other, the coaches to players, like, everything is just, it's trending in a really good direction. And if we can get this all together and keep it together going into March, I mean, when we're at our highest level, I don't see anybody stopping us.
That's fantastic. That's so awesome because like I'll always be walking into Lloyd's, and for you, those of you who don't know what that is, it's like the student center here on campus, and I'll always be walking in there like trying to go get some food, and I'll always see like most of the team together. And when I go to the games and see all of them like dunking with each other and just having a blast pregame, it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it is really good. It's really cool because you could go to another school and you might see teams like there's little cliques or there's groups like they're connected on the team, but when I got to Keene State, our team wasn't really like that my freshman year, just the way it was so I came in with Jeff Hunter. Me and Jeff Hunter came in at the same time. It was different. It was a different experience. And then it just got better and better. The culture just got better and better every year, and it's to the point where it's substantial now. And like outside the court, like our guys all hang out together. It's not that they don't have other friends, but it's that they care about each other that much, and they care about the basketball court and what we're trying to accomplish that much that they're always together, whether it's watching NBA games, watching other Division III teams play, whether it's just getting food together and just talking like about what we can do better as a whole, and even just what certain individuals can do better. It's great because we got the group of guys where they can be transparent with each other. They can be honest with each other and tell each other how they're really feeling, or if they're trying to constructively criticize a teammate, they'll be honest about it. We're not holding anything back. We care that much about winning, and that's the ultimate goal, that the team is far more important than one or two individuals. And with that being said, we have 2 All-Americans on our team.
Yeah,
so,
no kidding.
You know what I mean? It's hard when you come to a place like this and people from the outside are probably just thinking, all right, it's just Brito and Hunter. It's not that, but it's not. Like, I don't think people realize what guys like Mason Jean-Baptiste, who arguably, if you put it together, could be our best two-way player on both sides of the ball. Nate is our floor general. He was our motor of the second semester last year. I've said it, and I think he can do that again. Like, he just finished last night with 7, 6, and 5. And not that stats are the most important thing, but he's getting his hand on everything. I mean, 2 transfers last year that are now juniors, Tommy Dupree and Spencer Aronson. Like, they're contributors. We have contributors. Wesley Odiase, like, freshman forward. He didn't get that many minutes first semester, but now how everything's gone about, he's starting to get some more increased time, and he's showing that he belongs on the floor with our guys. Definitely. And it's just because Wesley started to learn. He cared that much about becoming better and developing as a basketball player and a human being that he knew what it was going to take. And he's trending in the right direction. He's getting better every day, and he's someone for the future that they got to watch out for, because there's no Jeff Hunter next year, and Wesley could fill some shoes.
I can definitely see that happening. Like the way he was playing last night, the way he was just like playing hard, like really playing hard when he took that fall and he got right back up.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. You think about it, like he played about 5 minutes, probably 6 minutes in the first half, and then he played far more in the second half. And when he checked in the second half, he only had 2 points and 1 rebound. You look up 2 minutes later, he has 11 and 6 because he's just playing that hard. He's just so aggressive. Like, he just cares about winning that much that whenever his number gets called, he's going in the game and he's leaving it all out there. And all he cares about is winning. And all he cares about is getting better. And he's not just, he's very aggressive, scoring at the rim, trying to draw fouls, but he's not just doing that. You look, he had some great passes. He made some great plays for teammates. He cares.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to talk about last night again as well, and to go back to the team and how everybody's so like compact and just with each other and always protecting each other. Let's talk about what happened with that number 30 kid real quick, and how he started coming after everybody, and how Coach Hastings really took control and really kept the boys together.
He did. He really did. I mean, it's hard because as a really good basketball program, as a really good unit, you're going to face adversity, and that adversity could come in many ways. It could come in adversity within us. It could be in practice, games, like day-to-day, you're going to fight through some different type of adversity. What makes teams great is if you're really able to fight through it, and if you're really able to build those habits and get to the point where you embrace this adversity instead of just running away from the grind like other people do. Some people do that, but us, it's like we got dudes that are like, all right, we realize this is not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be hard. Success, nothing good in life comes easy. And that's one of the biggest things I always tell myself, and got to this point and keep going. Like, nothing good comes easy. It really doesn't. But last night, I mean, I can only say so much being a basketball coach, but it's just those situations are going to happen, man. You know, like, it's going to get chippy. It's basketball. Like, of course, Keene State, Plymouth State, state school rivalry, like, people take it serious. And that every game means the same to us. So our guys are going to get emotional. Some of our guys may take it to another level that it doesn't necessarily need to be taken to sometimes, but it also shows just how much they love each other and how much they're sticking up for their teammates in those hard situations. Even given the score, we were up 20-something points at the time. I might have been 24, 26, and that doesn't really matter because it doesn't change what they do for each other. But it's not that I necessarily like that stuff. I don't want a fight to happen on the court. I don't want to see parents fighting. I don't want whatever it was, but it's going to happen.
Yep.
Especially with a team like us. We have success. Everybody's trying to knock us off. And at that point, there's 4 minutes in the game. You don't know what they had to lose or what they were thinking. And every person is different. Who knows? Maybe they were just defending themselves and defending their teammates too.
Yep.
But people just have to realize that those things happen. People are going to get emotional. It's going to get chippy, especially when the teams care so much about winning or care about their teammates so much. But it's all good. It got dealt with. It didn't get too out of control. Our athletic director, Marty Testo, he does a great job with everything he does. He handled that situation perfectly. Coach Hastings handled that situation perfectly. Coach Stitchell grabbed one of our guys, handled that situation perfectly, and it was good. It was fine.
It was so nice to see that, like, I've been in sports for a majority of my life, and usually coaches, like, they'll try and step in, but they'll usually just let things happen if they need to happen. And the way that it was handled was just so perfect, personally.
Yeah, and I think that we were able to kind of, like you said, let it happen.
Yeah.
Because we know that our guys see what's really important at the end of the day, which is competing for a national championship. And I think our guys knew that at some point, all right, you got to step back now because let's look at the bigger picture here. It's not about someone disrespecting you in a court. Like, it's gonna happen. People are gonna say stuff in the crowd and the opposing players. It's not about getting disrespected. It's not about how you necessarily feel in the moment. It kind of goes back to how I said the team is far more important than the individual. It's the bigger picture is if you swing on someone, it doesn't matter if they swung on you first. You get suspended a game. You get too technical, say you get suspended a game. Like, all these things could hurt the trajectory in which we are going in as a program and as one into competing for a national championship. So I think that's why our guys are smart enough. They've developed and matured as young men and young student athletes that they understand, like, there's a fine line.
Yeah. No, that's so awesome to hear, and it's so awesome to see. And it's just like going to those games, because I personally will stand on the sidelines and work quote unquote crowd control.
Yeah.
So I'll be standing there and just watching the way that you guys handle everything and just watching how much heart everybody on that court has. Whether they're on the court or off the court, they always have heart. And
yeah,
it's insane.
It's insane because there's certain guys, like some guys show it a certain way, and some guys you don't necessarily always see it, but you just feel it.
Yeah.
Because it's just, you, especially when you know them and you know who they are and what they're about and how hard they compete in practice every day. They show up to their classes. They do these things. They don't expect to get treated like a Division I athlete. They're a human being, and they work that way. It's like you feel it. Even if you don't see it on their face, you feel it on the court and off the court, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And speaking about being a human being, we're talking about you being a coach and everything that you do for this team. Outside of this team, what do you love to do? Like, who are you, Nicky Naps?
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I love basketball.
Yep.
I love basketball. And what I do outside is I hang out with my teammates or I meet with the coaches. I do what needs to be done for the program because this is really my life. I've been through a lot in my life. Actually, when I was younger, I was 10 years old and I was I had cancer. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Gosh. So I went through childhood cancer and I endured that. And it was a tough moment in my life, but it also made me who I am. It gave me my character and helped me mature at a young age and kind of dictate, this is the way I want to carry myself as a person. And I feel like I've grown up to be a good man, you know, and going back to that, so I work out a lot now. So when I was younger and I had cancer, I was very overweight. I went through a lot. All the medicine I was taking, I couldn't work out. Like, I put on a lot of weight. It was pretty bad. And it got to the point where last year, like, it was just people believe in me, you know, and they believe that I can be in this business of coaching, and especially at the next level in college basketball. So I realized that just like enough was enough. And there's a lot of people that kind of had their hand in motivating me to be better. Like Coach Kane was one of them. And honestly, probably the biggest person who motivated me to become the best version of myself was Jeff Hunter. He's my roommate. He's my best friend. I mean, we've been through a lot together. And he just saw the potential in me. I mean, how he's changed since we came in as a freshman to how he is now as a fifth-year senior. Like, I think last year he went like 178 days, like straight lifting. Like he's done different things to like something like that, crazy number. Like he's done multiple things to just become the best version of himself, and it just motivated me that much more to try to become who I want to be. So this summer was crazy. I mean, I was traveling all around the country. I worked about 4 different Division I college basketball camps, youth camps, so it was cool.
That's
awesome.
Went
to Kansas, Virginia, University of Dayton, and University of Albany. So I was going around just trying to network, be involved, and getting my hand in whatever I can. But throughout the course of that, from May until about November, I lost about 72 pounds.
Wow.
So I committed to the grind. I committed to the work. I needed to do that. I needed to take that step in the right direction to show these coaches, whether it's at this level or the Division I level, where it is, that I belong there, that
absolutely
I can do this. You know what I mean? So that's really what it is. That's who I am. I'm a worker. I work hard. I'm a grinder. Like sometimes I don't really like when people use the word grind and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's just who I am. Like I don't like when things are easy.
Nope.
Like I just said earlier to you, good things in life don't come easy. I know I'll never be a head coach at any level, or I'll never be in the Division I level without working hard. It's gonna have long nights. It's gonna be doing whatever it takes. I'm gonna be doing weird things like I've already done. Who knows? Like everything I've done here, it's all around. You know what I mean? It's not just one role. I'm doing a bunch of different stuff. Absolutely. So it's tough, but I like it. I like the work.
That story that you just said and everything that you just said in the last couple of minutes has been very, very inspirational. And
I appreciate it. And another thing, honestly, is that like people who don't know me, and it's good that I get the chance to do this, because people who don't know me will probably see me walking. I don't always have a smile on my face. Mm-hmm. I'm very, I guess you could say, emotionless. Okay. Like when I'm walking throughout my day, I guess I maybe hide my emotions or just don't let them project. And so people probably think I'm a jerk, or like look at me and like, oh, he's intimidating, or like people say that to me all the time. And it's not that. It's not that. It's just like you could be happy, but you don't always need to just be like so upbeat. Like I'm about the work. I want to get done what I have to get done. So it's good to say like that. The people who might think I just don't always have a smile on my face, that doesn't mean I'm not happy. I love who I am. I love everything I do. It's because I'm embracing the work that much that ain't nothing funny about it. You know what I mean? No. It's just I'm right to work. I'm going to class. I'm getting my stuff done. Just because I'm not laughing at every single joke that's made, it's just I take life seriously. I take everything I do seriously. So, yeah.
That's why I have this show, and that's why you watching and listening, listen to the words he says, because this is important. Not everybody is what you see outside. There's things on the inside too. And it's very important. Like athletes, coaches, former athletes, people just in the athletic world or in the world outside of just a quote unquote normal student, they have feelings too, and they have hearts too. And you have to pay attention, and you have to listen to them, and they're going to tell you their stories. And pay attention, because sometimes you don't really know what's going on. And that's why I really appreciate you telling me everything that you just said.
100%, bro. I appreciate you.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so that was a lot, and that was really good. So let's keep it moving. Got a couple more minutes left. So let's go with so you said your roommate, your best friend, Jeff Hunter. Yep. So did he help you get this role here at school? No.
So actually, as I said, my father's a college basketball referee. Yep. And so I know a lot of people around the college basketball world. I got a crazy opportunity coming out of high school. Kind of was weird. I was still a pretty immature young kid coming out of high school. So I've changed a lot, I'd say, but it felt like I was actually getting recruited by multiple like Division III schools to come be a part of their program and be a Division III student assistant coach. And they saw my potential and they saw how I was talking with people, interacting with people, just the person I was and how I carried myself and the person who I thought I wanted to become at the time. Like, it was a great opportunity. I had a couple decisions, I cut a couple options, and ultimately I decided Keene State was the best place for me. I knew it the second I stepped on campus here. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, Coach Kane changed my life. Like, we've definitely gotten into it. We really gotten into it, but I knew it was all out of love. I knew he just wanted to see me get to the best version of myself. And even though he's not even here anymore, we still talk all the time. And it's like, he's proud of me. And it feels good to know that, like, the person that helped you start to become who you wanted to be and who you're still becoming, it acknowledges you and sees what you're doing to be that person and is proud of you for it. So
that's an awesome feeling. I'm glad to hear that you guys are still in touch. That's so awesome.
That's my guy. That's always, regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I hope we just get an NCAA tournament matchup versus them. That would be awesome.
That would be crazy. That would be something.
Hopefully he has to come here, but I'm cool if we're going there too. My guys are ready.
Seems like they are from the way they've been playing. I mean,
Kano, you're going to hear this too.
Fair to say. So basically, the last thing I have to say goes directly off of that. So you chose to come to Keene over the other opportunities that you had. So tell me honestly, if you could do it all over again, choose a different school, choose a different path, would you ever? Or would you choose to take this route again?
You know what's crazy? And because I have a big hand in recruiting here. I was prominent roles in recruiting Nate Seau, Mason Jean-Baptiste, Octavio Brito. And it's like I've been telling like these recent recruits that I've been bringing on tours around campus and I think I actually just told a parent on the phone yesterday regarding their son. I was like, I'll be honest with you, even in my role, if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't imagine it went like this.
Yeah.
I think I'd say, because and that's in a positive way. That's in a positive way, because I never thought that I had the opportunity to become the young man that I've became.
Yeah.
But I'd do it all again. I'd make the same decision, even if it meant coaches switching, even if it meant going through hard times, whatever it is. I found a way to be ready for the challenge, and I love it. I love everything. Like, I love that I came here. The people around here are great. I've never really even had a problem with a professor. Like, people respect me and like me. I do my best to respect everybody around this campus and do what I can to help make Keene State a better place, not just the basketball program.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, honestly, Nate, if I could go back 5 years ago and my father, whoever, my godfather, whoever is telling me, what do you want to do? Come to Keene State.
That's so awesome to hear. It's so cool to see, like, again, as a transfer student, and to hear that come out of your mouth, to hear that you would come back here and do this all over again. It makes me feel good to know that I chose this school, because you've been here and you've been through the ups and the downs, and you still would do it all over again.
100%.
And it makes me look forward to continuing to be a student here at Keene.
100%. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah. No, I appreciate you. Like, this
know.
has been a fantastic interview, a fantastic first interview, to say the least. And I really appreciate everything you came on and did today.
I really appreciate you having me on. It made my day, man.
Yeah, it's been real, man, and I really appreciate it, and hopefully I can have you on again sometime soon.
Yeah, for sure. Whenever. I'm around.
Man. Awesome.
I'm not going nowhere.
Fantastic. So then I'll get you back on probably closer to the end of the season, maybe. We can have a chat about coming up for the tournaments and everything like that.
Of course.
Sounds perfect.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. You too. And to everybody watching, thank you again for coming on to the Owls Playbook. This is the first show, but it's not the last. We have a lot coming up, and we have a lot of new people to come and discuss all sorts of topics with me. So stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Goodbye.